Good morning. Good morning. It is bright and early here on the East Coast. It's chilly, and I am not showing my face because I rolled out of bed and I'm still in my bathrobe. You guys don't want to see this. It takes a long time to put my act together. So we're going to talk about Harry today. So there was an announcement that there was a Legends of Aviation award that is going to be given to Harry. It's going to be presented by John Travolta, famous pilot in Hollywood. But there was a gentleman in Britain who refuted the fact that Harry should be given this award. He impugned his track record in aviation in Great Britain. So let's take a look at what this fallout's going to be. So first thing I want to do is, those three cards were from the short that I did to preview this. I know you guys like it when I sloppy shuffle. I know you guys like it when I do a preview for my videos. Again, I just want to say this is Annabelle from Fortune Cookies Tarot, and I'm not showing my face because I'm not made up. I'm pretty ghastly. I have to put that glam on, but I'm a tarot practitioner for 35 years. This is for entertainment purposes only. And again, why I'm not showing my face. But let's take a look at this gentleman that refuted Harry's military service. Let's just see what that is all about. We'll just see his motivation, see what's going on. Hope you're all having a great day. Hope you're enjoying my bathrobe. King of Cups, his heart is in the right way. And integrity. This guy is chock full of integrity. Let's just look up his name real quick. I know that was loud, guys. So this is, I believe it's Colonel Richard Kemp. Yes, Colonel Richard Kemp, another retired British military officer, also expressed skepticism of this honor for Harry, as well as the Living Legends of Aviation event itself. Retired Army Colonel Richard Kemp, who was Britain's commander in Afghanistan in 2003, told The Sun that the event was celebrities massaging each other's egos. So pretty harsh words here. So it really is not looking good. It's there's controversy. There's lots of other people that are having things to say about this. Just do a quick Google search and you can see there's a lot of drama. But this gentleman, the loudest voice in the room right now, quite frankly, he is a proud military person. He really believes in what he did. He believes in the service that he dedicated himself to, and the gentlemen that have been working under him, gentlemen and women that have been working under him. His heart is in the right place. The reason he is doing this is he's protecting the integrity of the military. He doesn't want this to be a stain on the face of the military, like, that this is someone who is representing the military as it is in the United Kingdom, or the military that he is a member of, this Colonel Kemp. Yes, Colonel Kemp. So under the surface, this is the exact opposite. This is his shadow self. This is the exact opposite of someone that he would want to serve and represent the military. So he's in the right place. He doesn't care who he aggravates or irritates with this statement. His oath and his loyalty is to service and to country. That is where he's at. So he doesn't care who he flames on this. He doesn't care if Harry's going to be upset or there's going to be some kind of PR post about him or whatever. He doesn't care. He is speaking loudly and roughly. This is a guy who does not distribute information with kid gloves. So good on him. I think everything is in the right place with this dude. I think he's cool. So let's see, how is Harry feeling? Let's start at the top and let's see where this award came from. Let's see what the purpose, the genesis of this award. Where did this come from? I want to remind you guys that if I pull the Hierophant card, it is probably going to be the management team. So let's see what we get. 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, salvation, salvation, salvation is free. Salvation, salvation, salvation is free. You guys know that. That's Cranberries. It's my favorite Cranberry song. So 8 of Pentacles, he was, we always look at this 7-card reading that I do. It's kind of like a timeline. So the 8 of Pentacles is showing us that whatever he was doing was not working. So the Harry Hot stuff that they tried to promote him as this sex pot wasn't working. You know, Harry's sexy, didn't work. Fetch did not happen. Harry, the comedian, was not working. Everyone kind of panned that when he tried to do that with the 4 medals that he got from his grandmother just for showing up. He's trying to move forward to being this warrior king. He really wants to put on that uniform again and be the warrior king and show everyone that he is, you know, a fighter and he's on the side of right. You know, very few people are going to say that a soldier who has been to war is not chock full of integrity and chock full of goodness, and you know, we should handle them with kid gloves and because they may have some damage done to them, and we should revere them. That is the costume that he wants to put on. That's it. He really, that's the desperation, because then he's bulletproof, pardon the pun. It's not a pun, but yeah, you know, pardon the phrase. He wants to be someone who can't be criticized for what he's doing. So if he is a decorated war hero, a decorated aviator, then people cannot take umbrage with him. Is it going to work? Absolutely not. This death is transformation, but this is transformation into the devil revealed, the clinging and the adhering to a certain concept, a costume. And this is something I think that is very common in Los Angeles and Hollywood circles. It's very common to see people donning a costume. We'll see it with celebrities, you know, they'll, you know, start like Madonna. Here's Madonna, you know, she, you know, when grills were really going around with some of the younger crowd, she ran out and got herself a grill. Like, chill, girl. But this is a costume that he wants to put on, and the devil is about that glamour and you know, faking it till you make it, getting that look on and kind of deceiving those around you to bring them toward you. The devil seduces with all this glory and luxury and promise, and that's what he's trying to do. We're trying to resurrect with this death card, but we fall flat on our face. This devil's not going to fly. Up here, 4 of Pentacles. This was something that he was hanging on to, his military career. It was something that he really felt was a noble effort and an honor and an earned honor on his part. Is it? No, it's falling through the cracks. The coins are slipping through his fingers. And then we have the Emperor here under the surface. This is the shadow self. He feels insecure about this. This is, I don't think he really liked this idea. Whose idea was it? Let's pull some clarifying coins, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Please like, share, and subscribe. My channel is booming right now. I'm getting lots of new subs. I'm getting lots of new views. It's kind of cool. Things are happening. 2024 is starting off with a bang. So whose idea was this? Whose idea was this? Three of Cups, Seven of Cups, Magician, Eight of Wands, Tower card. I can't figure out whose idea this was. The Three of Cups here, and I absolutely am getting boardroom discussion around a table, that kind of a thing. And this was pitched to him. Let's see if we can get this award for you, because it's a cool award to get, and you'll be there. It'll be a fun night out. We'll have some fun with it. I don't know if it came from John Travolta or if it was something that was pitched to John Travolta to try and boost the visibility, and well, not the visibility, but the likability of Harry. They're really, really, really trying to restore his reputation and his good nature. But this Three of Cups, it looks like we had several people in the room that were saying, yeah, this is a great idea. There were some other ideas that were pitched, so I think we may see some other awards. That Seven of Cups always looks like an award case to me. It looks like there's a lot of awards there and a lot of things that are going to be right out in front so we can grab them. The Magician card in reverse, he doesn't have any tricks. He doesn't have any skills. He's not entertaining. I've said this time and time again. I think Harry was a really funny guy in a family that wasn't super funny. I'm very fortunate. My family, my husband, my brother-in-law are very funny. My kids are very funny. We're very fortunate to be able to crack some good jokes. My sister-in-law is also very deadpan funny. She has a lot of mic drop funny moments, and it's a good time when we're sitting around the table laughing. I think Harry was in a family that wasn't super, super witty in that sense, notwithstanding Princess Margaret, because I think she was probably really, really funny. But I think he was a moderately funny guy in a not so funny family. That's not to say that they weren't really funny, but and I think he thought like he could have been the funny guy out and about. I think proof of what we're seeing of him not being an entertaining character was that he didn't have a lot of close friendships when he was at school. Rumor is that when he was at school, he wasn't liked because he was a little obnoxious, and that's really kind of the direction that they could have headed with him, but it would have edged up to buffoonery. So do we want a Prince of the Blood to be a buffoon? He's kind of making himself into a buffoon at this point. With the juggling outside, which I totally think was directed by Megan. I think you can juggle, go outside and juggle. But this proof of inability to be creative and interesting and dynamic and entertaining is fast coming, and it's crashing with a horrible sense. It's really, really crashing badly. So, who did this? I don't know, but it was a bad idea. It was definitely a bad idea. So I had a number of people also ask me about this, alleged hospitalization, alleged situation with substances with him. We'll touch on that as well. So let's look here. How is he feeling today? How is he feeling today? How is he feeling today? There's so much blow up. So much blow up on this. Four of Swords. He's struggling today. And he's going to stay under wraps. I mean, he definitely does not feel very successful about the whole thing. He is pissed. Let's put it this way. He's really pissed. If someone told him this was a great idea, something in his gut told him that this just wasn't a good idea. We saw that in the short that I did this morning. He is really, really angry that he went ahead with this because his gut said he shouldn't. At this point, he's just like, I got to let it play out. There's something in his past with advisors, PR directors, that kind of thing, that said, when bad news comes out, you just got to ride it out. He's leaning into that. He's leaning into this line that someone had told him at once upon a time. You know, when bad things happen, you just have to ride it out, let it go out in the press, and then just go about your day. Smile and wave, smile and wave. I had an ex-boyfriend, old boyfriend, Danny, the guy who that tattoo is for, that memorial. He used to say, just smile and wave, just smile and wave. So here he is not resting. So he's not depressed. I think he's more frenetic and anxious about the whole situation. So I think he is kind of busy, trying to keep himself busy. What comes along with that is sometimes medication. Sometimes individuals will medicate themselves when they get like that. So that Seven of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles are interesting cards that come along with this. So let's see, are we doing medication? Yes, trying to get him to calm down, to regain control over his emotions. That's really what the order of the day is. Oh, somebody's got him meditating. Somebody's telling him, go out and meditate. Go out and meditate. You need to find your center. Talk to your spirit guides. See if you can commune with your mother. Like, that's what's going on. The Seven of Wands, he's really struggling between, you know, the thing with Harry is that he doesn't really get depressed. He gets kind of angry and disorganized as far as his emotions. So that's really what happens. And so there's a balancing act to kind of keep him out of everyone's line of fire. He'll yell, he'll scream. If the Xbox won't turn on, or he can't get the TV to turn on to the right channel, he'll flip out about that. So that's really what we wind up seeing with him. So it's not so much he goes to bed and, you know, just kind of lays there and is depressed or stares out the window. He gets busy and gets irritated with everyone. He's very aggravated with everyone. Everyone is pissing him off. And very fiery, very fiery. So hence the wands. There it is, Page of Wands, Death card. He is furious that somebody did this. And that Sun card in reverse, he cannot yet see where the good is coming from. He's waiting to see if some good erupts from this, if there's some kind of volcano of good from this. Seven of Pentacles, looking backward. What do we have with that? And I hope I'm showing my cards enough here so that you guys don't think that I'm doing something funky. Oh, he's looking back at that relationship and the fighting and how he got to where he is. The promise of riches, the promise of good stuff from that Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups, I don't think is very happy either. And she's trying to, you know, stick her finger in the dike and stop the flood of bad press. I think she's just like, ugh, you're just, you know, how could you screw this up? He hasn't done anything, hasn't done anything. Nine of Pentacles. Are we in a hotel room? Are we at home? Are we locked in a room? Are we doing something like that? Nine of Pentacles. He's thinking about home, guys. He's thinking about England. He doesn't have money. He doesn't have any options. We have that King of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse, no ideas, nothing coming forward. He wants to go home. He wants to be safe. He wants to be behind those castle walls. I can't blame him. You know, he shouldn't be out and about. The Six of Wands is in reverse. That is complete failure, absolute falling on your face. He's not happy about it. He wants to be happy, though. He wants to be back where he was. He wants that happiness to come again, but he's stuck with the devil. So that is unfortunate. How can we fix this? How can he fix this? What is the best course of action for Harry to fix this? Let's put these cards the right way, not craziness here. What can you do to fix it? What is the prescription for correction here? Ending. You got to give it up, dude. There's our devil. There's our devil card. Death card in reverse. Tower card in reverse. Ace of Cups. You guys are so good. You don't even have to have me read this for you, do you? So the world, it's over. The game is over. You got to give it up. It's really, It's only going to get worse from here, Harry. If he were my client, I would say you have to really make a decision because it's only going to get worse from here. If you stick together, you're going to be stuck, and this is going to be an ending of your own doing. It's going to be you pulled the trigger on yourself. If you release, if you let go, if you go on your own, then you can have this fresh start. You can have this fresh start. So let's pull some clarifier cards here. The world, there's nothing left for you here. Is there something left for your wife? Possibly. But there's nothing left for you here. Her success will be at your expense. So keep that in mind, buddy boy. The Devil card. So what once seemed sweet with that Six of Cups really was a game. So all of the sweetness that you've seen was the ends justifies the means. That's really what was going on here. Two of Pentacles, you have to make a decision about where you are headed. How do you envision your next 6 months? How do you envision your next 6 years? How do you envision your next 40 years? How do you envision the rest of your life? So this Death card in reverse will be the destruction of sun, the destruction of good things, and it will be continued fighting. So ordinarily, the Sun card is good, whether it's up or down, but paired with this Death card in reverse and the Five of Swords, this means that we're just going to be battling it out. The battle is going to continue, and it eclipses the sun. The Wheel of Fortune, it's just going to keep going and going and going. It's going to be the cycle of fighting and maybe getting back together and, smoothing things over. It's just going to be an endless cycle of bad press, conflict at home, bad press, trying to correct that bad press, then bad press again. It's just going to be that way. So we have the Tower in reverse. And this is, again, something we do to ourselves. So one of the things I think that is happening is when there are arguments and when he is stressed out, I do think that there's an application of some substance to calm him down, make him feel better. That puts him behind the gate and he can kind of lick his own wounds or forget about what happened. I think this happens frequently. Is this a way out of the situation? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The Temperance card here is not so much temperance of substances, but temperance of this chaotic personality when bad things happen, getting upset, getting enraged. So this is really, I see substance abuse here. Ace of Cups here. He's got choices, but he's got to admit what he has done wrong. He has to admit the folly of his decision making and his choice of spouse and choice of action. There is good things in the future. He's going to have to really work for it because this Judgment card is screaming at me. And under the surface, he knows that he has to atone for the things that he's done. He has a lot of apologizing to do. I have said all along that he needs to get himself back and then write the book about how I was hoodwinked by a narcissist or how I got tricked into a marriage. Once upon a time, we had, my ex and I had a friend who married a gal from another country who is a delight. I want to say that. But he did an interview with a well-known magazine and vilified her in it. They're still married. I don't know if she's ever seen it, but he absolutely vilified her about how she ruined his life. And it was pretty awful. So Harry actually needs to do something like that. He needs to write the book. If he has a contract still outstanding, he needs to write a book and say, this is how I wound up in this situation. This is how my crown was knocked off my head. That Eight of Wands, we're stuck right now. He needs to really, really move himself through this by his own action. He can't sit around and wait for hired hands or PR coordinators or managers or agents to do this for him. He has to do this. He has to make a decision and stop relying on people in suits. He was running from the men in gray suits, according to Megan. So now he needs to be the man in the gray suit. Lord knows he has plenty of them. So bonus reading. That's my advice to him. Bonus reading here. Let's see. Was that purported incident where he went to the hospital, was that true? I don't think it's true. It just does not feel like a legitimate story. So we're going to pull one card on it. If it's interesting, we'll Four of Swords. He's resting. Let's pull some clarifiers on it. Two of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Emperor. I don't think so. I just don't think that happened. I think it was a story that was floated. Let me see this. Did he tie one on a little too tight? And then somebody in the house floated the story to pad their dossier for divorce? Because that's what I think happened. I think maybe he got a little extra at home, and then somebody is going to use that to her advantage when divorce time comes. We'll do this way, just so we can have some more real estate. Yeah, I think that's more of the reality here. This is like, I'm so sick of this crap. He's not doing anything. He's not getting off his butt. I need to secure my future and make it look better for me. I don't care how negative it is. I'm going to seed the ground with some negativity. So I think that's more of what was going on there. And that was my initial notion when the announcement happened. I'm like, this is just track work, this is like the gal who keeps calling the police because she wants to have welfare checks on the kids when they're at home, that kind of thing. So I do think those welfare checks that we heard about once upon a time in Montecito, I think those were done by her as well, just to start to have a track record, have a calendar of events. So let's see, how is Megxie feeling about this? I said this was going to be a quick video. We're half hour in. Hope you guys are enjoying. So, and this is about the aviation award. I'm sorry, I only have one cup of tea in me, and usually I have 5 before I'm out of bed. So the award, she's aggravated about this as well. The 6 of Wands, it didn't work out the way she wanted it to, as expected. It did not turn out as advertised. So again, very disappointed about this, but let's try and do something, for our sake. We'll stay at home, we'll hide out, and then we'll come out with guns blazing about some other story. So we're going to hear some other story. This Temperance card in reverse, I think she's allowing extra substances to be ingested and taken. So she has a little bit more of a storyline there, in the future when divorce time comes. So, I think there's going to be stories about how she had to lock herself in a bedroom with children, possibly one of the dogs, maybe the dog she likes. I think we're going to hear stories about the broken legs on the other dog eventually. Yeah, she's one of those people that will, Charles Manson did this, take less than everyone else in the room so that she performs better and can stay on top of the situation. So I do think that she does this. And I do think that she starts fights. she will needle at certain things. We've seen her do that, mentioning car crashes, continually bringing up his mother, hands on the grave. So, she will do that. So I think we're really seeing, she's laying tracks for the divorce. It's my psychic opinion. I think we've got, opportunities to write things down and make them look, uh, appropriate for what our end game is. I said end game. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna pop it up. I just had a video release a few minutes ago, but I'm gonna pop this up, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I will talk to you all soon. Again, sorry I'm not showing my face. Deborah, I'm looking at you. See you guys later. Please like, share, and subscribe.